Guys, welcome back to the channel. Will Terra Luna Classic 100x this bull cycle? You're going to get the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, things have been slightly quiet for Terra Luna Classic. You'll notice not many people talking about it. I used to update on Terra Luna Classic aggressively when I called the market bottom in 2023 and beyond that point as well. But the question is, what's going to happen this cycle? Now, here's the good news for all of you tuned in right now. This is not a dead project, right? And how do we know that? The current market cap is $430 million. It's currently ranked 130th in terms of market cap value. But here's the interesting part. Here's the exciting part. We've actually seen bullish price action every single year since its major sell-off. Now, there's a few takeaways from this, because if we go back and back test the chart, you'll see, okay, in 2023, we see that price rally, then we see price sell off, right? So remember, this bullish momentum essentially lasted for a period of time, right? So from October, we saw the rally, but then price was flat for the rest of the year. 2024, start of the year, we see price rally, and then price is now sold off. Now, here's the thing. We don't want this to be the end of the move, end of the upside move this year. But the reason why I don't think that will be the case is because we are in a bull cycle. So whether you think the product is dead or not, there is room for growth here. And I'm going to walk you through what I think could occur this year. Now, let's start off with the quote unquote worst case scenario. I think $1 billion market cap is pretty much a magnet, right? So if we were to look at areas to buy and areas to sell at the moment, you can see anything below a $400 million market cap is pretty much a great entry. Even at 400, great entry. Anything above $1 billion, a bad entry. You typically want to be out by that point. So as long as you're in below 300 million or 400 million, you're pretty much going to be in a great situation, right? You're probably not going to lose money. But again, this is a crypto market, anything can happen. But especially in a bull cycle, very unlikely to lose money at that point. So we could easily see, in my opinion, price go up 150, maybe even 200%. Maybe we even create new highs for this year, and we go maybe back to our highs in 2023, which would be from where we currently are now, about 267%. Again, I'm just walking you through the worst case scenario. We can almost say, I'm not going to say bear case scenario right now. This is a scenario that from our previous price action could realistically happen, right? So altcoin season starts, altcoins start to move, and we could see price peak to maybe 0.00029, which brings us to about 267%. Decent, you make over 2x on your money, everybody's happy, right? But that's the basic example, and you'll notice that isn't 100x, right? So let's talk about the 100x then. Price is currently down from its all-time highs 100%. We all knew what happened here. Not only that, the tokenomics has changed quite drastically since that sell-off as well. So we're never going to get back to $100. I want to make that clear for all of you watching this. That's not going to happen, but it doesn't need to. Now, for those of you that were buying at these lows that we've been giving out, let's just do that. So we'll go from the lows. Let's just say you still have positions in, and I'll do it from our current area, just for those of you that are watching this video for the first time and saying to yourself, is there going to be an opportunity for me? Now, if you missed out on these entries that I've been giving out, if you missed out on these Terra Luna Classic videos that I've been giving out from years ago, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of these free buy signals, entries, and so much more. So subscribe right now so you don't miss out on another free buy signal. Subscribe, perfect. Let's continue. So from our lows, let's just presume you're one of these members that were buying from these lows. Well, the good news is a 10x from this area, right? A 10x would bring price to 0.0006465. So let's say 0.00065. That would be about a 10x. Now, a 10x is great. Despite what you see across the cryptocurrency market, a 10x is impressive. That's 1,000 percentage point gain, right? So that's not a small percentage gain. That's actually really, really good. And for those of you that are buying from this area, that would be a 740 percentage point gain. So that's still, again, a great area to buy at, right? So even those of you watching this now, these are great entries. Now, thus a 10x. Now, is a 10x possible this bull cycle? I would say categorically, I do think yes. And to put things into perspective, that would only be a $4.3 billion market cap. So it seems like a lot now, but when you see the market above a 4 trillion, maybe even 5 trillion, $6 trillion market cap, that is going to be absolutely nothing. It's going to seem like nothing. So you have to take that into account. So that only brings it to a $4.3 billion market cap, which I do believe is possible. Now, as we step out of that realm and move into, let's say, the 2,000 percentage point gains, now we're looking at 0.00011. Now, this is where, I mean, really, this is a 20x, very impressive, 2,000% gain. That brings us to an $8 billion market cap, which is also very much possible. But here's the thing. We need to see how quickly we achieve the 10x first. And this is what this is where so many of you actually go wrong. And it's such a shame, right? Because what ends up happening is this. Many of you make this life-changing money, you hold on for too long, and then you see the profits wiped out. As long as you're subscribed to this channel, my job is to help you avoid this pitfall and avoid this mistake, right? So instead of saying, okay, we could hit the 20x, so let's just wait until price hits the 20x. No, first we need to hit this milestone. We have to see how quickly this can be achieved, and only then we'll know if we can hit that 20x. Because if it takes until, let's just say, the end of November for this target to be hit, then it's probably a good idea to take your profits and run and walk away with a decent profit at that point. However, if this is hit, let's say by the end of August, well, that's good news, because it means, number one, there will be a pullback at some point, so you do have to take that into account. But the pullback may not be as serious. And that means the second leg of the bull cycle, right? And this is where things get exciting, because I want you all to see this. The second leg of the bull cycle, we should see Terra Luna Classic continue its upside momentum. Now, once we make our way to 20x, 2,000% gain to 0.00011, well, this is what this means. From this target area, that's only a 85 percentage point move. Now, again, I want to be as realistic for all of you. We're not going to just see it move in a straight line. We will see a pullback first. So let's just say price pulls back around 30%. So from this area to this area, you're looking at 150 percentage point move. So the question is, can we see another 150% move on Terra Luna Classic once we hit this target, let's say by August, and we have another 3 months left of the year? And of course, October, November historically is one of the best times in the cryptocurrency market historically. So could we milk another 150% out of Terra Luna Classic? Probably we could, right? There's a good chance we could do that. And even if we couldn't, and let's say price only goes up, let's say 60%, guess what? We still walk away with a decent amount of profit, about 1,500% gain, and at least we know when to take our profits out. So I would say short term, for those of you that are wondering, number one, I don't think this project is dead. Number two, I'd be having a look at number one, that first target that they gave out, that 200 percentage point move around that area, just to back to our yearly highs. That might be an area to maybe take profit at, or just keep a close eye on, as historically that has been a very major area of resistance. And then number 2, if you want to be more bullish, then I'll be looking at the 10X first and then the 20X. If we're going to be super bullish, then you could just sit and hold this until maybe, this quarter, the next few months, maybe till around September, see what happens and reevaluate the situation. But if you're in our free Telegram group, you will be up to date with this. So make sure you join our free Telegram group. This is where we give out free calls just like this one, in-depth analysis and so much more. I've actually got a video in there where I'll show you how to make $100,000 in 1 month in 7 days. It's an 8-minute video. I'll walk you through a strategy that we've used ourselves in order to achieve this. So if you're interested in that, join the free Telegram group today. Make sure you're subscribed, most importantly. And as always, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. With that being said, guys, seize the day.